Yo, YouTube, what is going on, you absolute legends? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope you're all having a lot of fun with Xera, Season 5, new players, old players, everybody. Thank you all so much for the love on the channel so far. Views have been rocketing since Season 5, subscribers are rising, questions are coming in, communities are growing. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to be right now. And what we're going to be doing, guys, in this video is we're going to be doing a Getting Started in Xera Part 2. Right, so if you guys are aware or know, you might be your first time here, you might be subscribed, whatever it is, I did do a 42-minute long Getting Started in Xera video. And it was pretty nuts. Like, I covered everything in detail. But with this video, guys, I want to try and aim for, you know, at least half that time, 10-15 minutes. But I want to cover some things that I never went into detail with in the full Getting Started video. And that comes down to things like how to use your furnace, you know, how to get nails, stuff like that. A lot of questions I've been getting. So it's a Getting Started in Xera Survival Part 2. But it's more of an advanced version than it is on the 42-minute one. Right, the 42-minute one was literally just everything, where to loot, you know, where to get started, you know, stuff like that. Whereas this is going to be focusing on a little bit more of the details once you're getting started. So if you haven't watched part 1 and you have 40 minutes, I cover a lot of stuff in there which will really get you on your way. This is just going to added features into that beginner's tutorial getting started. Alright guys, so as always, thank you for the love. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, drop a comment what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to cover. Say anything you like. I appreciate you guys, alright? So, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Getting started in Xera Survival Part 2. Tip 1. Getting started. Missions, missions, missions and more missions. And I say this, guys, because it is going to be your best friend on really, really learning the game as a new player. Just getting into Xera, alright? So, when you do jump in, press tab on your keyboard. Go to missions up here. You see it right here, missions. Now, these first 4 pages for you is going to be your tutorial missions. And this is going to give you everything you need. From learning the mechanics of the game, you know, thirst, hunger, collecting, looting, building a base, you know. And during those tutorial missions, you are going to get all the materials you need in order to make a base, a storage container, a furnace, nails. You're going to get all of this. I see a lot of people asking me, how do I get nails and this because I need a furnace. Do the first 4 missions, which is your tutorial missions, and it's going to take you probably 30 minutes to an hour. You're going to have a little base set up, you're going to have things going on, you're going to have a furnace and stuff like that. Alright, so do your missions. That is the biggest, best tip that I give to every single player that comes into my stream. Whenever they ask, how do I get this, or how do I get started here, there, you know, just do your missions. The biggest tip I can give you today. And then we're going to go through, you know, how to use the furnace, how to get nails easier and stuff like that. The first one, guys, is do your missions. Work through them. You get a lot of good rewards. You know, you get USBs, you know, as you get further through. So do your missions, okay? And when you do get to your, you know, early on, you'll have a mission that says, like, sell $500 worth of stuff to Marquette. Medkits, guys. Medkits are between 220 to 250 per medkit. So if you get a couple of these just early on, you know your large backpacks go for it for a little bit as well, stuff like that. But this, you know, you will probably find these if you are just looking around the world. All right, so that's just a little tip there for that mission. If you get stuck, I gave a few people advice on just, hey, sell a couple medkits, you're done. So yeah, that is the first one I can give you, is do your missions. And that is going into the next part, which is server type. Server types in Xera. Now, you've got 3 different server types, guys. You have a normal server type, which will give you a global stash, a global inventory, a GI, whatever you want to call it. And those servers, guys, is basically anything you find rare in the game, the rarest weapons, the rarest items, you have a global stash, kind of like a Tarkov element. Right, you can literally just bang the stuff in a global stash, server hop, and stuff like that. Now, if you're a more PvP player that love the PvP aspect in these games and you don't really have any interest in any other things, global stash servers are going to be the one for you, because you can literally server hop, go into the most populated servers, which is pretty impossible at the minute, because with Season 5, every server's maxed from every region at peak time. It's beautiful to see. But you can just server hop, play out of your global inventory, get kills, put the loot from killing players in there, you know, you get the idea. Alright? Now, you go into the second server type, which is what we play on, the clan plays on. We all love this one, and this is for the more hardcore survival players, and this is no stash servers, which is no global stash, no GI, you know, whatever you want to call it. And basically your base is going to be your global stash. Anything, all the rarest items in the game, you don't have a choice to store it in a safe place. That's why your base is your safe place, right? So this is the hardcore aspect, the element of survival games. If you get raided, you lose everything. If you raid someone else, you gain everything. That's what we love. So I'm just telling you these server types so you can kind of get a feel of what you want to do, what you want to play on. Alright, and then you've got your PvE only servers, which is what it says on the can. It's self-explanatory. You can't raid bases, you can't kill players. It's just a world where you do everything player versus environment. Alright guys, so that's the server types on the free. So you guys choose and decide what suits you best, what suits your play style best. Right, and just adding, you can still build bases and everything on global stash servers, but when you raid or get raided, let's be honest, no one's really gaining. It's not really an incentive to raid, because all the good stuff is mostly in the global stashes of players. Alright guys, now going into the third tip, where to build if you're running in a squad or if you're running solo. Now this is something I've figured out over, you know, 500-600 hours of playing, is all the action is most of the time north of the map, right? Except like heli events and stuff like that, you know, but people are going to travel to those regardless. But just in the open world, fighting, over the last 500-600 hours of playing this game, I have seen every bit of action up north. Down south, you don't really see that many players down south. Obviously, it's a survival open world. You will still see players, but nowhere near as much. And this is why I'm getting to the point now, guys. If you're running in a squad, a nice team of you want to be in the action, north of the map, like from this centre here, north, up, you know, you're going to be in action between POIs, you know, near Winchester, you know, you're gonna be in a lot of action-packed entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you're running solo, my best suggestion is come down here. Come down here, come along here, you know, like hide in the mountains somewhere. Airfield, like I said in the first video, airfield is a great place for loot, and you don't really always see that many people there. So hide yourself in the mountains somewhere, stay low, loot around, and you will build up, alright? It will take time, obviously a lot longer than a 15-man clan, but you get the idea. Alright guys, so north if you're in a squad and you want a lot of action all the time. South if you're running solo, lay low. You will find it a lot more quiet down there. Okay guys? So now we're going to go into the more efficient tips that you're here for. You know, your furnish, your nails, stuff like that. I wanted to cover those little bits first because I never really covered them in the first video. But yeah, so let's go into the fourth tip, which is your land claim perimeters. Whoa, what's going on here? Someone's obviously running outside the base. The new clan system in Season 5, guys. Turrets. We've got a fortress out here. People even zoom past in a car, ATV, walk past. Bat, bat, bat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, back on topic. Land claim perimeters, where you can build and what you can build. Alright, guys, so let's just do this for example. So when you get a land claim, once you've placed your land claim down, you find somewhere to build. They did just release a patch, you know, to get rid of some inactive builds because servers are that full right now. It's hard for people to find land claims, so be patient, run around, try and find a space, and then you'll get to where I am right now. So let's grab a base wall, for example. Now, when you're about to build something, guys, you will see a big red circle. As you can see right now on my screen, you'll see a big red circle. And in this red circle, guys, this is everything you can build from, you know, for base things like, you know, your your base foundations, your doors, your walls, your turrets, and stuff like that. You can build all of that inside of here, right? It'll be green inside this red circle. So anything to do with bases, turrets, someone's outside the base. But to do with like bases and storage, anything like that, you build inside this red circle here. Alright guys, that's why we've got little watchtowers with turrets on and stuff, because you can't build it outside the red. Outside of here, you won't be able to place any base foundation, walls, windows, storage containers. You won't be able to build anything like that outside of this red circle. That's why you see a yellow circle. Obviously, the wall is blocking a lot of it, but there is a big yellow square all the way around this red circle, and this is for your perimeter things, your perimeter fences and your perimeter gates. So this is just to give you that extra layer of protection outside of your main build. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show that off. That's something for y'all to see and just get the gist of, so you understand. Alright, now let's move into the furnaces and stuff like that. Like I said at the very start, once you are doing your missions, you're going to get all your materials to start building yourself a little base. So whilst I'm doing this guys, I'm just going to literally, you know, left click on a foundation if you want it high with stairs or low to the ground. But I'm just going to do this real quick while I'm talking to you all. Stick a door down, you know, just stick a wall, stick a window, alright? Just so it kind of looks like we got a little bit of a base, right? This is kind of you guys getting started right now. Okay, by doing your missions, you're going to get to all this point, right? You're going to have a workbench at this point because it's all part of your missions. You're going to have a furnace, right? And you're going to have a storage container, right? This is basically what, whilst you're doing your missions, your base is going to look something like this with a sleeping bag as well, right? So now we're going to get into how to use the furnace. A lot of questions I get asked that I want to, you know, just show you all so you get the idea. Obviously, during your missions, you've learned how to hit rocks and hit trees for logs, alright? So, now, but whilst during the time of you hitting rocks, you're going to obviously get rocks, clay, silver ore, metal ore, sulfur ore, copper ore, and gold ore, alright? So, to use the furnace, it's simple. You literally come in here, you stick your logs in there, that's going to be your fuel. You throw your metal in there, all your ores, everything ore-wise you get from rocks. You're going to put your logs in there, your ores in there, and then the furnace is going to start working. And then as you'll see here, the logs are going down, your ores are going to start going down. When this moves, you'll see this metal bar go up to 3, 2. You know, you'll get charcoal and sulfur for gunpowder, of course, further on, you know, C4 materials and all that stuff. So, yeah, there you go. That's how you use the furnace. Put your wooden logs in there from chopping trees. Put your ores in there. The furnace is on the way. Then you'll get your metal bars, your silver bars, and everything like that. And I'm going on to this furnace and how to use it right now, guys, because this is the biggest tip I can give you that I see a lot of questions asked is, you know, how to get nails. You know, how to get nails so easy. I'm running around the world and I can't find any. Well, if you would have watched the first video, you would have known I would have shown you can dismantle metal pipes and crowbars for 1 metal scrap each. But sometimes that can be hard to run around looking for just those 2 items, right? So now, doing your missions, you've got your furnace, you've put your metal ores in there, now you've got metal bars. And it's as simple as this, guys. You will have a workbench, you go up, go to craft, go to metal scrap, and then you're going to make metal scrap. As you'll see, 1 metal bar gives you 3 metal scraps. So let's craft some metal scrap right now. The metal scraps are being made, and this is so much easier than running around the world looking for nails or looking for metal pipes and crowbars. Right, you've got your metal bars out the furnace, you've made some metal scrap. Now go to your nails, and as you'll see, it is 5 metal scrap for 1 nail. But mostly people want these nails to start with, is literally for the bigger storage chests and maybe upgrading the workbench, right? But we'll get to that in a minute. And then you can literally just go craft your nails. There you go, just made 5. There's enough for one large container right there. You know what I'm saying? So you've not just spent 3 hours walking around the world looking for nails. You've done your missions, you've got a furnace part of the missions, you've got your workbench, you've hit some rocks out in the world, bump, bap, and there you've got nails, and in an efficient manner and a time-keeping manner. Alright guys, so that's how you use the furnace, you know, and to make nails and stuff like that. So now, let's go on to the next tip, which will be, another question I get asked a lot is, the campfire, how to use a campfire, how to, you know, get dirty water filtered into clean water and stuff like that. So this won't be in your missions to get a campfire, but it's literally so easy to do if you've been hitting trees and rocks, which you have been at this point. Three logs, 4 rocks. Now you've got yourself a campfire. Place the campfire down, and it's as simple as this. And this is how you cook meat. You know, you can make yourself animal traps, or you can make yourself, you know, a fishing trap if you're by water. Then out of those things, you're going to get raw fish or raw meat, as you can see right here. So go to your campfire, throw in 1 wooden stick, really, and then you can... Oh, okay, well, put your meat in there first, right? Because as you saw, the campfires are light right now. And then you can put your wooden stick in. Well, see, I'll put the wooden stick in, it's already on fire. The stick just disappeared fast there. So put your wooden sticks in there, what you get from the branches. You'll get this in the missions, you'll figure that out. You put a wooden stick in there, put your meat in there. Now you've got cooked meat. And as the exact same for the dirty water. Put 1 in there, you can put it in after or before if you want to. Throw your dirty water in there. And as you're going to see right now, it's going to start filtering that and changing it now. Boiling it, in a sense, into clean water. And then that's what you'll be using to make ammo further on in the game. So that's raw fish, raw deer meat, raw rabbit meat. You know, you dirty water. And as you know, you can fill empty bottles up with the rain, with lakes that you're running around in. It'll give you dirty water out of empty bottles. Canteen, it's in like its own element, so that's one of the best thing to drink from anyway. That's not really a dirty or clean cycle. That's just one in its own. So that's how you use the campfire, guys. Simple as that. Easy. Job done. Now you know how to cook meat to get a lot more hunger sorted, and, you know, to filter your water and stuff like that. So there you go. Moving on to the next. Using a workbench, upgrading, crafting, dismantling items and stuff like that. So it's a simple. You got your workbench. It, like, to make certain things, let's say for a civilized bunker keycard, different items you're trying to craft will up here say tier 3 workbench required. So you will be upgrading your workbench as it goes by. So that's how you get repairs, right? So if I put my hammer on real quick and go up to your workbench, right click, it'll show you here what you need to upgrade. 60 wooden planks, 10 nails, 5 metal bars. I've just shown you how to do all those things. So now you can start upgrading your workbench to get those higher tiers and stuff like that, alright? So that's how upgrading your workbench works, to craft different things and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, if you hold E on it, you will then see your inventory, and this is where you repair equipment. If you repair armor, you will need a sewing kit, light plate armor. If you're using heavy armor, you'll need, you know, a sewing kit, heavy armor plate to repair and stuff like that. Same with weapons, you'll need weapon parts, weapon repair kits. You get the idea. And then with dismantling, you will need certain things like screwdrivers or pliers or hammers or, you know, wrenches, depending on what it is, and you will get weapon parts and stuff like that in order to then repair your weapons as well. So that's how repairing works and dismantling works, guys. So that's the workbench. You'll need to upgrade it to start making better and bigger things and more important things in the game. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Just remember to get your hammer, right click. Alright, guys. So let's move in now, guys, to locking your doors and windows and setting pins. Keep your base safe, right? And I've covered this in the first video. I've covered this in the base building video. But I'm going to say it right now real quick for this video is get your hammer equipped. Go up to your door. Keep right-clicking until you see set pin code. Once you've set your pin code, whatever it wants to be, press save. Do the same with your windows. And you might be thinking, okay, I've set my code, but now I don't have to press it anymore. You don't. It registers to your account. You won't need to press it in again once you've already set it. But if someone else comes once it's set, they will have to. Okay, guys, same with your windows. Make sure you pin lock windows, doors, everything you can. And that goes on to the storage containers as well. Make sure you open up your storage container, set pin code down here. Just because if your base does get raided, you want them to waste more materials blowing up your chests as well. Alright, so make sure you have everything pin coded from your doors, windows to chests. Because we have raided so many bases where the doors and windows are pin locked, but then all the storage containers in there, we don't need to use any more materials. We just literally just open them up, take all the stuff and then leave like it was never there. You know what I'm saying, guys? So Just keep those things in mind. And I have covered those in a couple of other videos, so we're just going to leave that there real quick. Now, another big one is finding vehicles. Vita, where can I find vehicles? Well, right now, guys, up on the screen, I am going to open a map right now. On the screen right now, guys, you do see a community map with all the spawns on there. So, you will see different dots for different locations, different colour variants for ATVs and cars. And mostly, guys, these cars and stuff are going to spawn, as you'll see right now, around cities, POIs. You know, Henderson, Hedgewood, Winchester, Mountain View, Melrose. These little dots, guys, you know, along the roads, just outside the cities, at the back of cities, stuff like that. That is where you're going to find vehicles, guys. I will leave the link to this map down below in the description if you guys want to always have it at hand. But if you guys can't save it or you don't want to, you know, just take note in your mind and just take note that they do spawn around cities and POIs and stuff like that. If you're on a full server, bearing in mind, you know, other players are probably going to have some big clans will have 2, 3 at a time. So it's just hoping they spawn, check the spawn locations. Let's be honest, not all of us want to do running simulator. And you will do a lot of running when you're first getting into the game. That finding vehicles, you will get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm sick of running. I'm on my way now. I want to go get a vehicle for me and the boys. You know what I'm saying? So there's the map. Save it. It'll be in the description below. Go get yourself a vehicle. There is a buggy, which is 3 players, and there is an ATV for 1 player. Okay, guys? Sweet. Now, guys, as we're about to, you know, ready to end the video, I just want to give you guys just some cool little features just to end on. If you made it this far, these are going to just be some nice little extras for you guys. Alright? So, by pressing C on your keyboard, you can come in and out of first person. Of course, you might not know that. You might know that. Alright? So, that's one thing. You can press X, as you'll see bottom right, on your weapon to change the fire mode. Automatic single fire. This will vary. You know, some weapons will have burst fire. Some automatic single fire. You know, just press X, test out the weapon, see what mode you want to fire in. Okay, guys, when you're running, you can hold F on your keyboard just for free look. Nice when you're running to a location and you don't want to move direction. And you can literally just look around your environment just to make sure there's no players on the hills looking at you. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very, very useful one. Me and all the boys, a lot of, you know, experienced players use this. So hold F to free look. Alright, guys. Now, also, you're on running simulator. You're going straight for a good 100 miles. Press equals on your keyboard. And you will have auto run. Always put your fists on to run faster. You know, I'm not touching the keyboard right now. I'm just moving my mouse for direction. So, equals on your keyboard is auto run. Another cool one, if you go in first person and you press F6, it will inspect the weapon. So, first person and then F6 will allow you to inspect the weapon. So there's that one, guys. And another one as well for any content creators out there. You guys want to get some cool screenshots, some cool features, some little cinematic things with your friends. If you press Control, hold Control and press H, as you will see right there, you will hide the HUD. So now you will be in full cinematic mode. You put your fists on, and there's nothing on the screen other than what's in front of you. And this works amazing for drones because you get those real cinematic shots. So if you fly your drone, you press C to go in first person with a drone. Press Control H. Then now you're in now you're in cinematic mode. Alright, guys. And then obviously the other one, which you guys know at this point, I've said it in a few videos, but when it is raining, guys, you can fill up your canteen. As I'm telling you this, I will have a little clip showing of like me filling up and refilling when it's raining. But yeah, you can fill empty bottles up for dirty water. You can fill your canteens up, and you can right click to take the slow route to right click and fill, right click and drink, or you can just double tap left click and it'll fill it, drink it, fill it, drink it. Alright, guys, and that's an important one, but I've covered in a few. But that's pretty much that. That's guys, another massive, huge tip I want to give to all of you guys watching. A question I get asked a lot about. I actually forgot to add this in the first recording, so it's like 2 days later. We're about to edit the video and probably get it out tonight, maybe tomorrow at the latest. But a tip that I was thinking about when I got in bed after recording all the video, I was like, oh, there's something I need to add into this video before I upload it to help everybody do. And that is, when I first started, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, is dropping stuff on the floor in order to split your stacks. I get it, I get asked it a lot, I see it a lot in the official Xera Discord, and I want you guys to know you can drag a certain amount you want to, which is by shift dragging, right? So if I want to say, I've got 333 nails here, and I want to pull out 100. Normally you can, like, when you just drag, it'll just drag the full amount, right? But if you hold shift and drag, it'll bring up quantity to transfer. So if I type in 150, and now, oh, okay, I've still got a bit too many. Hold shift again, drag back over. I want to put 120 back. Alright, guys, so holding shift and dragging from any inventory, whatever it is, whether it's, you know, your ammo box or your material box, you know, you got 500 rounds. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been doing this, okay? So I want to drop 200, I want to put 200 in the chest, so I'm going to drop 200. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been doing this. You got 200 on the floor there. Then you put in your 200 back. The chest's full right now, but then you put in your 200 back, and then you're coming back to pick your 200 off the floor. All you need to physically do, guys, is literally just, you know, shift, hold shift, drag. I want to put 50 bullets in there, and I want to save 50 for myself. So shift drag is going to be your best friend. A tip that get a lot of questions about, that I only just remembered a couple days ago, that I want to add in the video for y'all. So I hope that helps, and we're out of here. Another massive tip for you all you new players out there that are, you know, questioning, I'm in the same clan, this and that, and I can't seem to find my friends on the map. Guys, if you hold P when you get into a server and you hover over somebody's name, you can literally, the person you're trying to invite, hover over the name, left click, and then you will see invite to squad. Even if you've made a clan, that doesn't mean you're going to see them on the map, you know, in hopes that, okay, they're in my clan, I'm going to see them on the map. That's not the case. You have to be in a squad to see your friends on the map. So simply press P, go to the person you want to invite, left click, invite to squad, and then as soon as they've accepted, it'll come on their screen, press Y to accept. Vice versa, if they invite you, then as soon as they're in your squad, you will then see them on the map, and so forth. Alright, guys. There you go, fam. That's it. In cinematic mode, here we are. But yeah, guys, turned out 25 minutes. You know, I'm a talker. I love to talk. I like to go in thorough detail in these videos. Some like it, some don't. You know, and I really, really do appreciate the support and everybody supporting with me and my love to talk and just go into thorough detail. Right? I don't like to just do a quick time lapse showing you guys how to do things. I would rather speak, talk, really get in the nitty gritty to give you a full explanation and a detailed view on how to do these things and make it as simple as possible for you guys to learn. Alright, guys, so that's it, man. That's just a more in-detailed getting started on Xera Survival Part 2. As always, fam, if you enjoyed the video, please share it to your friends. Leave a like down below. It helps me a lot with the algorithm and stuff. Leave a comment. If you've got any suggestions, anything you would like me to do, show, anything like that, feel free to ask. I appreciate, and I'm one person that's all about community, man, and I'm so grateful. You can catch me every single day on twitch.tv/VitaMoors, where the community are all together. We are doing waves right now, and if you saw the previous video, we did just get partnered with Xera Survival. We're now the face of Xera, pretty much, guys. We are making waves, and I appreciate all the love and support over here on YouTube, on Twitch, and all the things. Without further ado, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'll leave you guys to go have fun and learn the game for yourselves. Just go enjoy it, fam. Go enjoy it. I appreciate you all so much. Keep having fun. Stay positive. Spread the love. Pay it forward, guys, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take it easy, fam.